Good afternoon, everyone. All right, that's not response you get back. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, thank you. My name is Stephanie Quiones. I am the founder and owner of Thick Fitness brand and Thick Chick Fitness Apparel. I'd like to welcome you to Let's Talk, the Fitness Edition. Right now, I'm going to introduce my lovely panelists who I've had the pleasure of getting to know over the last few years. If you give me just a moment, I got a little blurb about each of them. Give me just a minute. All right, so let me go through my official welcome. Welcome everyone to the very first Let's Talk, the Fitness Edition. The idea for Let's Talk was born in the most real way possible, right after workouts and training, when we're all sweaty, tired, and just telling the truth. You know those post-class conversations where somebody says, girl, I almost didn't make it through this workout today. Or, y'all, how do you stay motivated when your skill doesn't move? That's where the magic happens. That's where the real talk lives. So we decided, why keep those conversations in the parking lot or inside the gym? Let's bring them here on stage and invite everyone to the table. I'm going to introduce my panelists. Up first, Miss Demita. Demita, I'm gonna be really honest with you, I cannot remember where I met Demita at, but I remember the first memory that I have of her. We were both vending at an event, and she came up and was very soft-spoken, very sweet, and very nice, and just very humble. So we had a interaction when I did my first Let's Talk, and it was talking about from being single to married, and she was in the audience for that particular session, and she just always had a sweet spirit. And we had an interaction between you and I, and she let me know the type of person that she is. So that endeared her to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Demita. Up next is Miss India. I've known India for less than a year, and with India, I was. Give me just a second, y'all. Okay, so with India, I met India at the Girl Boss Awards earlier this year. I was the host for, the presenter for the Best Fitness Guru. And because I'm a woman of a certain age, I didn't know a lot of the people that were being presented to that day. So I named off the names and I called India as the fitness guru, and I had never met her before. So when she stood up, I was just like, yes! And I don't know if you saw me, but I was like, yes, yes! I did that because India is a curvy girl like me. And so for her to be nominated in one fitness guru for 2025, that endeared her to me, because I know what it's like to be a curvy girl in the fitness industry, and people give you side eyes because they don't think you can inspire others. So it was a pleasure to present that award to her. So everyone, please welcome Miss India. And last but certainly not least, so I met Miss Tamika. I had been hearing about Tamika for years. I knew her husband first. He's taken many pictures of me for my birthday, my son's pictures of me at a mother and son shoot, and he told me his wife was getting into fitness. So this was almost 10 years ago when he told me that. And I kept hearing about Tamika. Y'all just alike. She's a younger version of you. And when I met her, the first thing she said, "You Thick Fitness." That was the first thing she said to me. We were at a event over here down the street, and just humble, just a sweet person, same crazy energy. When you talk about, I came one morning, she said, "Don't tell nobody," and I said nothing, and I was just standing there. When I came in, the number of eye rolls and side eyes I got when I came in, and when I tell you, I'll get emotional, because I closed my studio a couple years ago. because we're looking for our own spot. But I asked this woman if I could use her space, and she told me don't tell nobody, but I'm gonna tell because I'm gonna give you your flowers. She said, you come use my space, you don't pay. And when you have somebody that is in the same industry as you and doesn't see you as competition, but sees as collaboration and working together, that meant a lot to me. So I love you so much. Everybody listen to Tamika Taylor. And if you ever see us in the same spot and we're gonna work out, it's gonna be trouble. All right, so we're gonna get started now. There will be moments for questions. We have a lot of time for that, so if you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand. Let me get these ladies these microphones and we're gonna get started. I know you don't. Come on now. All right. Okay. So what we're going to start with is, if all of you are familiar with being in the fitness industry or being on wellness journeys, and one of the things they tell you is it's like an 80-20 split. That 20% is probably what we do every day, which is work out. As much as you might moan and groan about what you do during your workout, that's the easy part, right? The hardest part is when you leave, the decisions you make about what you put in your mouth, okay? I've seen many pictures from Demita and from Tamika showing where people are eating things or showing us where they're buzzing somebody out being at a restaurant or something. So we're gonna start with nutrition challenges and lifestyles. So let's be honest, food is cultural, it's comfort, and it's sometimes sabotage. What's the toughest nutrition challenge you have overcome personally? And before I get started, I apologize. So this is about transparency. And the reason why I have these ladies here is because they are known to be a nutrition coach in the fitness industry, teaching fitness sessions. And we have struggles just like everybody else. Just because we lead these classes and these training sessions and coaching nutrition doesn't mean that we don't go through the same thing. So my thought was, if y'all see that we have those same challenges, okay, it makes it easier for you to go through that journey, okay? So that's where we're coming from. Again, what's the toughest nutrition challenge you've had to overcome personally? Anyone can go first.
We know what's healthy, and most of us are doing it. It's just being consistent. Knowing, hey, especially when you're working towards a goal. If you follow me, you know I'm all about being able to eat what you want to eat. But that's when you get to that fifth stage, which is maintenance. A lot of people can't get to that maintenance stage because they cannot stay consistent to get there. So for me, that would be the hardest part, being consistent.
So for me, I'm gonna say meal prepping and cooking. Yeah. Okay, because I don't live a lifestyle to where I can just cook every day. Oh, we're gonna cook my green beans here, we're gonna put my carrots here, I'm gonna cook my chicken, I'm gonna put my... First of all, that's been in the kitchen too many hours that I didn't have. Okay, so my biggest thing is having a meal every day. Sometimes I can do it, but a lot of times I just can't do it. It's either sleep, take care of the children, go to the gym, go run an errand, go to the stove. Like, it's always something, go pay a bill. It's just something. And then when you working, like, no, I don't work a 9 to 5, but I work like I work a 9 to 5. I'm not at home with all the pots out. So for me, I feel like, and what I talk to my team about a lot is, I say, Blue, let me see food, because sometimes we gotta go grab something because we can't realistically. Then you gotta carry your lunch around, you gotta carry your water around. You know, so for me, it's consistency, yes, but it's the meal prepping and the cooking and finding that lane so I can say, okay, well, this is what I'm gonna eat this week, and then this is what I'm gonna eat this week, and then sometimes I just don't want to eat none of it.
That's why I just keep eating the same thing. Oh no, you're gonna eat shrimp, you're gonna eat chicken, or you're gonna eat turkey. So now I gotta try to figure out how can I tweak it and make it taste a little different, a little hibachi or something. Look, hire me. So that's my.
The biggest thing for me was, I actually enjoy meal prepping, so it's obviously, I actually enjoy it, helps me. When I first started working out, I was overeating, like, you meal prepping and you still fixing big portions, like, what's the point of meal prepping? So once I mastered, get this many carbs, get this many vegetables, get this amount of meat, sometimes we undereat and you still gain weight because you're still not eating enough. So once I don't know it all together, I'm growing with it, but once I learned to cut back and still meal prep, because I do be on the road a lot and just, I don't got no kids, but you know, I'm a little more free than that, but it saves a lot of time and it keeps me focused, especially Monday through Friday, the days that I work, those are the days I want to eat out the most. So those are the days that I meal prep, and I do better on the weekend because I can just grab and go as I please. So just mastering the overeating and the proportion size.
Can I say something? This makes me so proud, y'all. She was one of my clients. She's one of my first clients to actually graduate the whole program. But to get it,
Okay, and for me, I'm kind of like Tamika. I'm all over the place, and I got a touch of ADHD undiagnosed. So my patience level isn't there. I might do meal prep on Sunday for the whole week, and I might eat it on Monday. So my attention span is like, oh, something else, this ain't it. So that is my struggle as well, like my time. And if I take that Sunday, it's gonna be a waste because it's gonna be Monday and I ain't gonna want it no more. So I have to make sure, you know, even if you don't cook, you can make good decisions if you have to grab something. So that don't mean you gotta go to McDonald's and say, give me a quarter pounder of cheese with large fries and no salt so you can get them hot. Not that I used to do that, but. No, I didn't just have it. But I know how to get hot fries though. Okay. So what's a common nutrition shortcut or trendy diet that you tried and seen others try that just didn't deliver?
keto. Everybody wanna do keto, and as soon as you stop, guess what happens? Gain all the weight back. It's not sustainable. You're not gonna be able to do that for the rest of your life. You ain't gotta look at your cholesterol. It's just gonna throw all your numbers out of whack. So I will say keto. I tried it, and it was a hot mess afterwards. I'm pretty sure y'all know when everybody was on keto. It was an epic failure. That's too much focus. It's too much. It's too much. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this watermelon diet thing that's going on, please stop. And it's like, you cannot survive, like, maybe a day or something, but people, like, I've tried it, and I feel like my world was crumbling, and I think I started, for real, I think at 3 o'clock I was angry, and then at 4 o'clock I was crying, and then by 4:15, my head hurt, and then by 5 o'clock, okay, you got this, you just need to eat watermelon, that's your problem, you don't got no discipline, so I try to beat myself up, but then by the night, don't nobody talk to me. Because you gotta wake up and you gotta work out off of watermelon, like, and the way I work, and you gotta work out off watermelon. So I just feel like that is not a good thing to continue, like a week of watermelon. I think it's crazy to lose. I don't even think you're losing fat because your body is not in fat burning mode because you're not replenishing yourself. So I have tried it, you know, it's like to get skinny quick, real quick, but I can't make it.
I would have to say the watermelon. I did try that and lasted 2 days. I can't do that. It was hard. I had the biggest headache. I tried carnivore before. Now that actually worked, but after realizing your body do need carbs, just a little less, that was a big thing too because I was so thirsty. Although you ate a lot of meat and eggs and avocado, it still wasn't healthy for you. You gain the weight, but as soon as you go back to meal prepping or whatever, that weight comes back again. So just eat normal, just cut back. Less sugar, do different alternatives. I do a lot of zero sugar or no sugar added. The no sugar added really helps. You can have 14% sugar and 28 added. As long as you don't have the 28 added, you still good. As long as you just watching it. So, yeah.
Well, I tried that cabbage diet like years ago, and y'all know, somebody said boo. And again, it was a quick fix, but I always used to say, if it's not something that you can do forever and ever, amen, it's not something that's sustainable. So, that's that. Let's move on to the next one. How do you personally balance enjoying soul food, family meals, or social eating while staying aligned with your goals? So, I was plant-based vegan for 7 years. And that first year, every year I'm responsible for cooking greens. So I told my mom, I said, I'm not gonna put no meat in the greens. And she said, you won't have to cook the greens. Don't worry about it. She said, that liquid smoke ain't cutting it. So it is cultural for us. It's the thing. Food is comfort. It's gathering. How do you guys manage that and still stay on task for your goals?
I'll give somebody else opportunity, but you guys know how to do macro counting. Most times we already know what we have planned for the weekend. You're going somewhere, if you on Sundays, you're going to grandma's house to eat. It's called pre-planning. Pre-planning. Everyone has an iPhone, lose it. You can use the app, MyFitnessPal. Put in what you're supposed to eat daily, pre-planning, so you can stay on track. For example, like my friends and I, we go out all the time. We go out to eat. It's already, we know we're going out to eat to Papados 2 or 3 weeks in advance. So guess what? I can plan for that. So that morning, I know what I need to eat for breakfast, I know what I need to eat for lunch, and then for dinner, I already looked at the menu and I know what I'm gonna eat. So I'm still within my macros. And if you don't know what macros is, it is the dynamics of your calories. It's your protein, your carb, and your fat. And you can break it down and stay on track that way and being mindful. It's being mindful. Most times stuff is just not, outings and stuff. You know about that in advance. So you just track your food. Track your food if you are on a journey so you can stay alive. I know it sounds simple, but it's mental. It's mental. It's really mental. It's really mental. And if you want to make it a lifestyle change, some of those things you just really gotta do so that you don't gain the weight back or get out of whack. So it's kind of like what you want to do.
I think for me, I don't do that. Sometimes I do try to plan ahead, but I don't do it all the time. I'll be honest. But once you get through consistency and discipline, when you get around, it's not gonna bother you anymore. Like I'm pescatarian. I've been pescatarian the last 3 or 4 years now. So when I smell the ribs, see the pork chop, the cube steak, it smells so good, but I don't have that desire for it anymore. So I think just making sure wherever you go that there's food for you. So my family, they know, better have a piece of salmon, some fish, some zucchini, something. And once your family is on board with your journey and supporting you along the way, that's gonna help you a lot, because a lot of times it be the people around us, like friends, family, like they still on there, and they're not there mentally where you are, so it's important who you have around you too. So, yeah.
For me, well, I do not eat soul food, so that is not an issue for me. However, to encourage others that I know love soul food, I hate collard greens, meat, no meat. Yes. I'm not a macaroni and cheese fan, like I'm not a fried chicken girl, like, so I'm not a cornbread, like I don't have to have the soul food, but, and that is a great idea, but transparency, I ain't finna track no meals. And, cell phone, okay, I can barely keep up with what I'm finna put on in the morning, yet alone trying to like, okay, will we going on a date tonight? We finna go to, Applebee's? Okay, let me look at the menu. Like, I just can't, but I really do think it is a dope concept for people to, so they won't go over there. You know, I'm finna, let me put it in so I can see. I think that is dope because we do need to scale back and to see like what I do need to eat, what I can't eat, what I need to absolutely stay away from. But I do say that if you can't track your food, then like why we too, I personally feel like we overthink it. You know that you can't eat 3 pieces of cornbread when you know you don't need the meatloaf and the turkey wing and the fried chicken. So like I feel like come on. And to stay on the journey, you do need to eat your cornbread and your whatever your thing is, you do need to eat it because if I got to have that cheesecake every now and then, that's my thing. So I'm gonna eat me a piece, but I ain't gonna sit there and eat the whole pie. Like, come on, bro. Like, you don't need to put let me see how many slices I can eat. Like, your goal. Eat one slice, let me done with it, So I feel like eat your soul food. There's nothing wrong with your dressing, your fried chicken, your pork chop, your neck bone, whatever you want to eat. But eat that one meal and kind of be done with it and get back on track. That's what I say because if you deprive yourself from it, then you gon' cheat and you gon' really eat. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so this is where I would say, and this is what I get a lot of with my clients. Let's say 80% of my clients are on fitness journey. They're trying to build muscle, lose fat, change. They want to grow booty, they want muscle. That's to me where it gets complicated. You have to eat a right amount of protein, a right amount of carbs, a right amount of fat to achieve those goals, especially women over 40. Your protein got to be on point. It's just bottom line. So I agree with Tamika, but when you have specific goals, you really need to be watching what you eat to get to that goal. Then when you get the maintenance, that's when you open up the door a little bit. That's how I look at it.
True, but I'ma still get there. You know what I'm saying? But I got, I'm finna eat the dressing.
Okay.
Like if I stayed the course, I could have met my goal a month or 2 earlier. You know what I'm saying? When you real strict about it, like, oh, I want to meet my goal by such time, then yes. But when you I am on my fitness journey, and for me, maybe it's a discipline thing, I don't know. But I'm eating it because I feel like I deserve to eat it. Like if I go 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying, I hit my goals these 2 weeks. All right, I gotta chill now, break time. You know what I mean? Cheesecake.
You have to know if you're doing it that way, you gotta set time. It might not be that set time. So that's gonna be up to the individual.
Because who finna go 60 days without what you really like? Like, come on.
So it's really up to the individual. Now, if you know you wanna get the muscle by December, you need to be strict.
Correct. Agreed.
You need to be strict. But if you're willing to wait a little bit longer, go ahead and eat the next bone.
And that's another thing too, and then that's a key thing that you said too, because then we get frustrated because we ain't met the goal, but you cheated too much. Okay? Like, yes, it can be a journey, but you can't get frustrated like you don't know what you had every week and the other day, but then you say, oh, but then I did good for this week. But okay, that week. So you gotta be real with yourself. I'll say that. You gotta be true to yourself, and you can't get frustrated at your own decisions.
Preach.
So yeah, that's what I be at with it. Cause I know life too sometimes, and when my father passed away, I went on no diet. Like, don't say nothing to me, cause it's alcohol is in my life. And whatever I want to eat at this point. Is it wrong? Yes. But this is where I'm at right now. And sometimes when you are where you at, whether it's comfort eating, whether it's emotional eating, whether it's boredom eating, that is a real thing. Those are real things. And I didn't realize it until I started experiencing boredom eating. Like, I never knew what it was like to boredom eat until I had a lot of kids. Because it goes like this. Mommy, I want a snack. Right? So I don't even eat the snack, right? But I'm dishing out Oreos can I have another one? So by the time I done ate Oreos, can I have some chips? I got looking at the variety pack. Now I got me a bag of Doritos, and we all snacking and watching cartoons, and now I'm mad because I'm like, yo, I was supposed to follow me, put this in my car. So boredom eating is really a thing, like, so I have to keep myself busy, like, I gotta be at the house, I gotta be doing something, because I'm finna drink a Capri Sun or something, like, that ain't even, and so now I'm mad at the stupid decision and the stupid cheat, because I don't even want
So, ladies, again, these are your trainers. Again, transparency, it's not, this is real life. I mean, real talk. Okay, so this is the last one for nutrition challenges and lifestyle. If a woman came to you and said, I've tried every diet and nothing works, what would be your very first step with her? I'm gonna tell you what mine is. Stop doing diets, because it has to be a lifestyle change. Diet is temporary, it's not gonna last long. You're gonna do stupid stuff, lose the weight. As soon as you go back to doing what you was doing before, you're gonna gain it back. The second thing is you have to be mentally prepared for everything you do on your fitness journey, because if you're not mentally ready, you're gonna quit. I think that is the first thing I tell anybody I've ever worked with. Are you mentally ready? Because stuff is going to pop up on you at every given day. And you have to be mentally ready to deal with it. And if you're not, you're gonna quit and you're gonna go back and be like, girl. And I'm like, I was just saying, hey, I ain't asked for the salad and all that. So what would you tell a woman? What would your advice be, your first step with her be? I need to repeat the question. If a woman came to you and said, I've tried every diet and nothing works, what would be your very first step with her?
Well, I would ask, what is the diet? I would ask, what exactly are you doing? Because I just believe there is, first of all, I always say, you can't play a player. You can't pimp a pimp. So if you eating right and nothing is working, you ain't eating right. Especially if it's 80%. There is no way, and I'm not excusing medical conditions, but even in that, there is no way, opinion, strongly, that you really can be eating the right foods and doing all the right things and you don't see nothing. You lying.
That would be a thing that I would ask too, and also some people don't know what's the right thing to eat. They think or try every diet, but once you realize that you want to make a lifestyle change, the diet will no longer be your vocabulary. A lot of people be like, girl, you still on a pescatarian diet? I'm still on a pescatarian lifestyle. And it's okay to correct people too, because sometimes people keep you where you at or where they know you at. You remember we used to go get them sausage dogs? Like, I'm no longer there. Let's go get this filet, 2 pieces salmon, no more pork. But I think just recognizing, and two, it's a mental thing, and if you're not there, you're not gonna get it. You can start, you're gonna fall right back off. So I think once you emotionally lock in, mentally, spiritually, physically, all the things, then you'll be focused and ready for it. Because a lot of times, I know for me personally, that was me. Girl, I done tried all the diets. I done did the 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and I'm still at 0. So a lot of times you just have to, once you get it, that you want it, it's gonna happen for you, regardless of what you try. The little bit you are trying, it's gonna work eventually, once you master that, so, yeah.
Well, Stephanie, to me, done gave mine, so. I ain't got nothing just to say, define what you say eating right is. That's the first thing I'm gonna ask. Because everybody's definition of eating right is totally different. And that'll help me determine what course of action we need to go through next. And then if you truly are eating correctly, depending on the age, I'm gonna tell you go to the doctor. Let's go get some labs done. Let's see what's going on underneath. Because a lot of times, and I'm talking mainly because I deal with a lot of clients, female clients 30, 40 plus, and our bodies do some strange disrespect. And I had made a post yesterday. I said, Lord, I got my lab work Friday. I said, it was meant for me to get before I got on this stage. Because but I'm going through something right now. It's food, eating everything. If you know me personally, I eat right. I gained 12 pounds. 3 weeks completely swollen, didn't know why. Crying, like, Lord, these folks gonna think I'm eating Big Mac. I'm not gonna tell them what to eat. I'm getting fat. Like to have a heart attack about it. Went to the doctor. My T3, T4 levels are off. Thyroid. Thyroid. Also, my red blood cells are all out of whack. Anemia. And I eat right. I work out every day. It was something that I could not control. That I had to go to the doctor.
I am gonna say this too, is one thing that I do wanna look into and encourage everybody else to look into it. There is this, eating according to your blood type.
Sure is.
And I really wanna look into that because I think those would help with the underlying issues that you having and things like that, because you could be eating right, but you're not eating the right things for your blood type. So that could be a thing too, y'all. And I was gonna mention that to my team as well, that we need to figure out if you know your blood type and kind of research like what meats should I eat, or you know, what is more beneficial to your blood type. So yeah.
Okay, ladies, we're moving on to our next topic, which is burnout and motivation. So motivation, motivation acting like that cousin who only shows up when the food's good. Here today, gone tomorrow. As trainers, what do you do when your own motivation dips?
I don't drive off motivation, I'm dedicated.
Okay.
That's fire.
Okay, it's like I had to stop for a minute because I feel convicted because I'm about to say I do it. There are moments when I'm not motivated. I'm dedicated. Doesn't mean that I'm always motivated. I'm gonna get up. My alarm clock go off. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get dressed. But am I motivated? Not every day. Not every day that I get up am I motivated. And it's hard. Those days you have to push through. So what do you ladies do when your motivation dips?
I think my motivation only lasts about 60 days. After that, you have to be disciplined, you have to be consistent, persistent, because motivation is only gonna get you so far. You can be motivated. I'm motivated to get to my dream goal, but that's not gonna get me there. I need to be disciplined, I need to be dedicated, I need to keep showing up. Whether I give 10%, that's better than 0. So I always try to show up no matter what percent level I'm at. If things going on, I still make sure I show up because that's my getaway. 2 things, that's not your time to hide or, you know, stay in the bed or whatever. I know we all go through things of all ages, but you don't have to keep showing up. You have to keep getting up and just remember your why. I have to remind myself that a lot of times, like, why did you start? Why do you want to get there? So you have to remind yourself, because sometimes we get so busy with the world and what's on the internet that that's not even our story. So you just gotta keep reminding yourself, keep pouring into yourself, and again, get you some people that's gonna pour into you when you forget, so they can keep telling you too. And also, sticky notes, write stuff to yourself, just to keep yourself lifted, because it's needed. Because motivation, what is that? What is it?
That's emotional for me because, whoop, when life, that's why I'm so big on, one band, one sound, teamwork. I have a lot of morals and things that I go by when I'm in the gym with my team, because life, man, life. And I know it's so easy for people to say, even when you're having a bad day, go to the gym. No, bruh. Because if I don't have somebody to pour into me or minister to me where I'm at right now, I can go to the gym, and depending on what I'm going through, I can just bust out crying. Or, you know what I'm saying, I'm not giving 100%. So if I'm finna go to the gym and BS, I ain't even finna go. And I get it, like 10%, 20%, that's cool, but I'm gonna go hard type of chick. And if I ain't finna go hard, I'm not going, I'm going home, because it's a waste of time. And then now I'm even more upset because I done looked at my watch, or I done looked and I done burnt 200 calories. Please don't do no sweat check. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like when I'm not motivated, like discipline is cool too, but God, man, I gotta pray. Like I need to read some scripts. I need to listen to a sermon, or I need something to feed my spirit when I'm down, when I'm low. Because it is true. I do gotta get back up, and I can't soak in it. And that's the hard part of life. You can't sit and soak in it because that makes it worse, and then you find yourself doing some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? You really ain't in the gym. So I really feel like community is good when your motivation is gone. I do feel like that's why I call every last one of them.
Yes.
Because I do get it. You know, people go through a lot behind closed doors. And sometimes it's not because I don't want to get out of bed, but sometimes like I do want to get out of bed, but whatever that situation has more power than you getting up. So I do feel like community is good, but the number one thing is God, that relationship with God, being able to pray, being able to go to church, being able to keep your spirit man fed, your spirit man uplifted, because if your spirit man is not there, the gym is nothing. Lifting weights is nothing. Taking a picture in the mirror is nothing when you're bleeding from the inside. You get what I'm saying? So I do encourage everybody to make sure your spirit is intact. Like you gotta have some kind of inspirational, whether it's a pastor, whether it's a motivational speaker, you gotta have that stuff in your ear consistently. Because as women, the first thing when life hit, we neglect ourselves. We ain't going to the gym, we don't wanna get our hair done, like it's a lot. Or you done fell off, your toes crusted up from the nail polish from 2-3 weeks, like yo, it be for real. So like, it's not just fitness that goes down. When we don't come to the gym, everything off. I mean, it's not just, well, I ain't gonna go to the gym, but I'm gonna do everything else. You gotta go to work, yeah, but you ain't there. You're not mentally there. You just going there because I need my money. You know what I mean? So my thing is God, community, and accountability. I'm very big on that. I will call each and every last one of them personally, because
She will go to their house, quit tripping.
because you need that though. Like I know I'm crazy, but they need, like if I had that, I know I would have been at my, you know what I'm saying? Like it might, you know what I'm saying, people look online and think I'm a little crazy, and I may be, but I'm gonna keep doing it because that's how I show love to them. Like I really love you. It's more than just you paying me every month. I will go out my way and come and get you and train you on your driveway. Cause we gonna get it. And sometimes that makes a person like, dang, you know what? Okay, I needed it. Okay, you know what, Coach? So now that you like, oh, your coach, yeah, but you in here.
It works. So that's mine. You know what I took from just all of us speaking? Everyone is different. Everybody is different. Everybody is so different. And I think it's just you on your own.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Because each one of us just said something different. It don't make either one of us wrong. It's all in your life. It's your life.
All right, the next one is, what's the biggest sign of burnout you've experienced in your own fitness journey, and how did you recover? For me, I think my biggest sign of burnout was, as an instructor, I kept seeing, like I was doing, going, and like the mirror was like, girl, and it was just life. I mean, I had just got married, my son was about to go off to college, and we've had this discussion about getting married for the first time over 40, at 44, and that transition from being a single mom to being married, and then having a business and having a job, and your only child going off to college, so it was a lot. And my body was like, girl, I don't care what you in here doing. And I was tired, and nobody knew. Like, cause even us, you know, I know sometimes because we're feeding into others, we keep a lot of stuff to ourselves and press down and push on, which is not good. But my body was showing what I was going through. And so I was tired. And what I did was, you know, I started talking. And for me, that's a huge thing. I don't talk to everybody. I keep, you know, I'm like, you know, and it's in our nature to nurture. Like we'll let everyone else tell us what's going on, and we're comforters for them, but we don't always have that same release. So I started talking to my pastor, to my counselor, my mental health counselor, and there was a lot of stuff that I had been holding in for years. And so for me, my burnout was I had to start talking. And then I started burning. And so I started working out better and started seeing the results I wanted to see. But for me, it took me talking and letting stuff go, not pushing stuff down, not using, because for me, working out was a release. That was my stress reliever, but I wasn't really fixing anything. I was just holding on and expending bad energy, but still pushing down what the cause of that bad feeling was. So ladies, for you, how did you recognize your burnout or your lack of motivation, and what did you do to fix it? I know you said you prayed. How did you recognize it?
Well, like a burnout, like working out wise burnout?
Burnout, working out from, sometimes we might overdo it, not just in fitness, but in life as well. I mean, work, kids, work, husband, family, business, whatever other extracurricular activities you have going on, you're gonna get burned out.
I do get burned out. However, I'm the reason why I be getting burned out. Like, my team like to tell me, like, Coach, please, take a break, because I am in love, obsessed with what I do. So I don't feel burned out like until my head hit the pillow. So yeah, I be on go mode, right? And I gotta have my hands in everything. So I can delegate. I'm learning to delegate, because that really keeps me from burning out, right? But if I had it my way, I just burn out. Because, and I know it's a bad thing, but I really like what I'm doing. Like, with my family, it gotta be this way, and everything gotta be this way. And then when I'm in the gym, everything gotta be this way. And so I think I'm learning to have my own personal time, because you can burn out just from life itself. You gotta have a personal time. And I ain't talking about just going to get your hand done and your nails done. I'm talking about that. You know what I'm saying? I struggle with it. I still do.
That's why I don't teach yoga. I get it, because I can't breathe, calm, think of calm breathing. I'm like, oh no, that's what I want to do. All that stretching and I gotta be like this all the time, and I feel like I'm not functioning properly if I'm not like this all the time. So, if I had to just be honest, I'm gonna say in this moment that I am in, I like to be burnt out. I gotta feel like I did it all. I need help. For real, and I gotta give my team their flowers, because they will put me out of, for real, when I was going on my birthday trip, I think they made this crazy deal with me, right? If you get in a group chat, we get to work out with light weights. For a week? Out the group chat. And so I'm out, because that's a bad deal. But they have to do crazy stuff for me to be like, leave us alone, Coach. We got this. You put this in us. We got this. And then my husband will be like, baby, we got it. Go out. I got the kids. Because I be like, what Chloe did? What they got said? What they doing? Did you change Chloe? What they did? What y'all doing right now? Okay, did they take a nap? And he be like, yo, can you leave us alone? So I really have to. I'm learning, how to not burn myself out, because I like it.
I feel like I can agree to that, but you also have to give yourself grace. And sometimes, as you fill yourself up with the word and with God, He will sit you down too. So I'd rather you take time for yourself all of us, we need to take time for ourselves, because if not, he will sit you down.
That's true.
And sometimes it can be longer than what you think or what you expect, or sometimes when things do go on in our body, we think that it's everybody else's fault. Sometimes it's our own, because we put a lot on ourselves. And just like I was telling Stephanie earlier, sometimes we have to release the independency and get the help where you got it. And sometimes we overlook the help because we want to dictate and control everything. We want to do everything for everybody, but God didn't ask us to save everybody either. So you gotta be attentive to yourself too. I definitely will. Right now, if you want to.
I'm working on that further, like, I really am, like, that really helped me to start delegating, and so now we got like a second trainer now. So I'm really taking a seat though in a lot, but it is hard when you so used to, you know, running everything, especially single parents, like I do everything. So that, I think that could be another stressful, baggage to carry, because I do this, I'm gonna go get my kids, I'm gonna go do this, and I'm gonna go do this, but me on the other hand, I have help, and I've been trying to tell him how to do it, you know, cause but I am used to, as a mom, what my baby doing, what you doing, my baby, what they get, who they go over there, let me take them to school so I can make sure that they got dropped off the right way, and make sure they had their book bag on and everything was strapped up, and the shoe and the pencil was like, it's really, and it's hard but I am learning it, cause I don't, you know, wanna be sat down, and I think I would crash out, like, if I have to get sat down, so you are right, like, we do have to find that time, and I think in the gym too, you gotta find that time to where you're not in the gym, and it's okay to not work out today, you know, and just relax and go do something.
Repeat the question again.
I forgot.
What are you talking about?
What's the biggest sign of burnout you've experienced in your own fitness journey, and how did you recover?
Towards the gym.
Fitness journey, life, whatever, yeah. Sign of burnout, and how did you recover?
Lord Jesus, how can I say it? I am the true definition of I do not look like what I've been through.
I got a little vocal this year. If you follow me on Facebook with my story, my journey. I'm gonna try not to cry up there. But when I tell you, life is something else. Hold on. The burnout came to where I just didn't want to go no more. I was fighting some serious battles behind closed doors. The gym for me was my safe place. I know I heard some people say like, it was opposite for me. I wanted to be alone in the gym. That's why I always did personal training. Back there with Natalia. That was my time to be with myself. I had put on this fake facade for the world, you know, smiling here, smiling there, faking it on Facebook, making these happy posts, but I was dying on the inside. So I tell people the gym saved me. That was my therapy. That was my therapy. I would go tell Natalia, she was like, which gym you want to go to? I said, I'm going to go to the Y. I picked the Y because nobody would be there. And just sit there and just talk. Because I knew when I went home, it was hell to pay. So I never will say I got burned out from the gym, because the gym literally did save me. It was my safe place. It was the place I knew I could get away for an hour and be by myself. I didn't have to worry about the kids. I didn't have to worry about the husband. I didn't have to worry about no arguing, no fighting. So I can't say I got burned out from it. It literally saved me. When I got in the gym, I found out who I was. It wasn't about no look. It was therapy. It was truly therapy.
All right, so topic change. We're going to breaking through plateaus and regaining weight. heard her. I feel you. How do you guide clients who've lost weight but gained it back? And let's be real, maybe lost it again and again and again and gained it back again and again and again. How do you help those clients?
I first try to see, how did they do? Back in 2008, I lost 60 pounds. I lost 60 pounds, I was going to the gym in the morning, going on my lunch break, and going in the evening time. I would put myself in a calorie deficit without even trying, still eating everything on the home. Still going to get my giant fish sandwich from Captain D's, get my large pepperoni from Papa John's. But I still lost weight, because I was burning out more than what I was putting in. Like, he couldn't go to the gym like I was, gain 80 pounds back. The 60 I lost plus 20. Because I did not change how I was eating. Most times, if you get your food under control, you lose that weight, and you start working out, that weight will not come back. That's when I say that's when the mask come off. How did you lose that weight, gym or food? Or did you have a good balance? A lot of people lose weight because they stay in that gym, they stay in the morning, night, afternoon. Soon as life hit, they can't go, you never change how you act. The gym just was masking it.
How do you guide clients who've lost weight but gained it back?
I really don't have one. I'll speak for myself. When I first started working out, it was more so the gym than the food, and it showed real quick. I think I had lost like 40 pounds or something, and then like a month and a half, probably 2 months, 40 pounds plus came back. So again, mastering what you eat, or even just, because realistically starting out, nobody's gonna really be, you got some people that really just meal prep when they first start working out, but you got a lot of people that's growing through it too, and I'm still growing through it. So when I first started, I just cut back little things, you know, the smallest thing, extra ketchup, all the mayo, you know, just those little small things made the biggest changes, and that's when I noticed that, oh, just do a little bit of ketchup, don't do the whole bottle. So just those small little changes help me to stay consistent and know that they actually work. Because a lot of times we give up when we see that it don't work, but you have to give it time too. So.
How do you guide clients back who've lost weight but gained it back?
Honestly, well, let's go back to the drawing board, because it's a common thing. Like, even me as a coach, like, I lose it and gain it, and gain it and lose it, and lose it and gain it. So it's like, I think that goes back to, let's go back to the drawing board, because like, what happened? I think, so what I do is I find out what happened, you know, and 9 times out of 10, I already know what happened, because I'm really hands-on and I know every single personally. So like, I'm like, can tell that you picked your way back up, you know what I'm saying? And 80% of it is food. So the drawing board is really, cause you in there every day and you pick up the weight. You eat, bro. Why ain't you losing no weight? Look, I don't know what's going on. I've been in here every day and this is the first thing I'll do. I'm saying that after that, it's like, well, yeah. Cause that's what it is though, for real. And then, you know, you can get into the underlying things of what made a person relapse, but I think for me, have grace and just figure out what we can do to get you right back on track, because I think that's the ultimate goal, is to just get them back on track. So let's figure it out, let's identify, let's be real, and let's just refocus and shift and get back rolling. Clearly she's not over there on Midtown Drive. Okay, so y'all can I give grace right in my response, but I don't give grace in the gym life. But when we talking, I'm like, oh, okay. Sometimes, and then sometimes I don't. Next question.
If someone is feeling like they'll never push past that wall, what's the first mindset shift you tell them to make? So if someone is saying, I ain't gonna be able to do it, what do you tell them to help motivate them and push them to get through that brick wall that they're facing?
Remember your why.
And stop canceling out what you want. So if you wanna be a certain physique, don't say you can't be that. Just stop canceling yourself out.
It's really the remember the why. Like, remember your why. I say that without saying it. But,
Without saying it, I got you. All right, what is the biggest myth about breaking through your plateau that you wish women would stop believing? So what is the biggest myth about plateaus? Like, if someone hits a plateau, what have you heard that people believe that you wish they would stop believing?
Right. Look, that's a good one.
I honestly haven't heard of a myth for that.
I really haven't either.
I have it.
And I put that question out there, but let me see if I can rephrase it. I'll think of another question dealing with plateaus. When you hear, when women approach you and say, I've hit a plateau, I've been doing everything right, I've been eating right, I'm working out, and we gonna hit this last, the menopause is if someone tells you they've hit a plateau and they're discouraged, let me put it that way, if they're discouraged because they've hit a plateau, what would you tell them to encourage them to keep pressing forward?
I'm trying to think what I tell them. Don't stop. It's a lifestyle change. It's a lifestyle change. Keep on going. That's normally what I say.
Take it one day at a time too, because I hit a plateau for almost a whole year, and the scale didn't change. I feel like my body didn't change. I love taking pictures, so I always take pictures too. Because a lot of times you're not gonna see it on the scale, but then when I start doing like body scans and stuff, you can really see that your body is changing. So one day at a time, and again, giving yourself grace, because I used to beat myself up like, girl, you still looking the same. To us, when you look in the mirror, you think you're looking the same, but you're completely different. Body dysmorphia is real. I still experience that today. So yeah, just take pictures.
I guess I could have used you for an example that time you sent me them pictures. And you was like, I was the other day, you blind.
Sometimes the eyes will get your Ray Charles a little bit.
I think, well, I believe everybody hit a plateau. Like, you can be on this roller coaster snowball effect, and then it's like, I feel like everybody just hit the plateau, and for me, I just encourage, it depends on where you are in your journey when you hit that plateau. Though, are you trying to gain? Are you trying to lose? And then like, we gotta do some, for me, like, let's tweak some things that kind of fit, because we gotta get out there, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get out of that plateau. So for me, I just encourage them according to what their goals is. Okay, so let's tweak some things. Let's try this way. Let's do this. A lot of times your body can get used to working out every day too and doing the same things too. So you gotta trick your body a little bit too, and you gotta start doing some more challenging things to kind of, you know what I'm saying? So like, I just truly believe though that everybody hits that plateau, and you just gotta be willing to make some changes so you can get out of it. And it is really hard, and it is frustrating when you hit that plateau, because it's like, God, you're trying to get on a scale, but then you have body recomposition too. So it's not a plateau. So sometimes you can feel like you're at a plateau, but you're not at a plateau, because you can look one way at 200 pounds, and you can look totally fit and built at 200 pounds. You can look good at 160, and you can look out of shape at 160. So I do, you know, it's different versions of plateau to me, because you may, like you said, like, look at your side by side. We literally just did that challenge, because you can't feel like, hey, I'm at a plateau, just bump this because I ain't losing no weight. I know I'm doing well. Or I can't never get out of this range, but your body looks different. Yeah. Yeah.
Different. I put a picture out on my page. I think a couple months ago, 188, and both pictures it looked totally different. Cause one of them I had so much body fat, and one of them it was completely down. but I was the exact same weight. When I was a size 14, when I was a size 10, same weight.
And also, you gotta stop just using a scale too. You gotta know your body fat percentages too. So stop just getting on the scale, cause that can be discouraging if you keep getting on the scale and you keep seeing that same number, or around about the same number, but you don't. Your fat percentage could be way down. So you're actually are losing fat, and your body is different, but you just see the same number. Yeah.
You can't even be one of my clients unless you get an in-body scan. You have to get an in-body scan because the traditional scale is not gonna tell you the full picture. You can be skinny and be fat. Skinny fat. You can have, I have had so many clients like 140, 180, that body fat percentage to the 840.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're going by the scale, oh, they're small. They fat.
All right, moving on to the next, and I saved this one for last for a reason, because this is the one that I think plagues us all, instructor, clients, and everybody in between. Body image, aging, and menopause. Okay, so Tamika and India, I don't know if y'all hit this yet, but
Hot flashes.
okay, all right, you there? That's Perry. That's Perry. Perry. All right. So first one is menopause can feel like an unwanted workout partner that refuses to leave. How can women in this stage keep momentum without losing hope? Find your community who understands what you are going through, and I'm speaking for me, because I tell you, it'd be many mornings where I'd be working out and a hot flash will hit. And it's a cardio day, and it's real disrespectful. For me, growing up, my mom always used to say, keep living, when she would have her hot flashes, but that was the extent of the menopause discussion. And I think now I'm telling everybody I meet, wait for it, it's coming. This was gonna happen. You ain't gonna wanna eat, you're gonna wanna eat. You're not gonna have relations. I know you might not think that now, but that's gonna be the furthest thing from your mind. Like your husband could be all fine and sexy and took the trash out, cooked dinner, took care of kids, but you gonna give him the evil eye if he look at you any kind of way with a twinkle in his eye. You gonna tell him get out your face. So it's a lot of things that you know. Don't get ready, Delonte, it's coming. But it's a lot of things that, you know, I don't know if it was taboo for that previous generation to talk about, but it's very important to talk about. You don't want to think that something is wrong with me when it is really just natural. It's something that you're gonna go through. It will mess with your weight. It will mess with, you can be going to the gym every day. You can be eating right. And still, menopause and perimenopause are going to be like, nope, I don't care what you do. It's going to be real disrespectful. So if you have a client, especially you, Demita and Tamika, you have people coming to you and saying, I'm going through perimenopause and menopause. Go get ready, because I know you got some of your clients going to start going through it. What will you tell them as far as going through this in their health and wellness journey? You give your good answer first.
I'll go first. So, it's gonna be a long response here, because I know this is being streamed, and I just wanna say this. I'm in a space, well, if you didn't know, I'm in 2 gyms, 4.0, and I'm Steven's, nutrition coach for his bodybuilding program at McDaniel. So it's a lot of, women. Men trainers, if y'all watching, take a course,
Yes.
or do some kind of online research about the woman's body. If you are training any woman, I'll say 35 and up, you need to take a course on the woman's body. It is not going to respond the same way as a 20 or 30-year-old client. It is not. Sometimes you can be yelling and screaming, thinking they ain't doing enough, but they're giving all they can. And that is facts. Peri and menopause is real. It is real. It is hormonal changes that nothing the gym can do that's gonna make that weight come off of you. Sometimes you have to go to the doctor. Them pellets, I have a client right now doing everything in the world, could not get that weight off. When he got those little pellet things in the arm, that weight started falling off so quick, had to get them hormones in check. But she getting yelled at, fussed at, when it was deeper than that. You have to get those labs done to see where your body is at, and this is a real talk, especially if you are going through it. When you're eating, you have to prioritize your protein. You are going to lose bone density. It is nothing that you can do about it. If you are a cardio person, you must strength train 3 to 4 times a week when you hit peri and menopause. You know when they say, oh, the old person shrinking, because they are. You are getting shorter. You are losing. You really are shrinking. You are not 5'8" anymore, you're 5'6". That is real. I'm sorry. You can get out. He was talking about people shrinking today. They really are. They are losing their bone mass. I cannot with y'all. For real. But yeah, it is real. You need to prioritize your diet with lean protein, and it needs to be high in fiber. We as women should be taking in at least 36 grams of fiber a day. 36. Lean protein, salmon, tuna, cod, turkey needs to be. If you're familiar with the circle rule, your macros are 40, 30, 30 traditional, carbs being the most. When you go into peri and menopause, your protein needs to be higher.
Y'all listen to Demeter. For real. Cause she got the good answer.
Okay, I'm done. Go ahead, Tamika.
That is not my answer. For real, no, all jokes aside, for real. All jokes aside, for real. That was really dope, like what you said. For real, cause that's real.
That's medical.
For real, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Real talk, I just want them to listen. Don't y'all come to the gym talking about this is the reason why y'all can't work out. Cause what Coach Demeter said, if you ain't going through this, okay? It ain't that many down there going through. For real, cause they will try to play me. For real, wait, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But you already know what they can do. You know what I'm saying? You better go get them pellets. Okay, let's move on. Moving on to the next one. Okay. But my answer though, for real, what my answer is, for real. She better lie, that's why she can't get it out right. For real, cause y'all got me live streaming for to tell my real answer. I don't care nothing about it, but look, I do care about it, but I don't care nothing about it because them hot flashes and stuff, that is the thing, like, hot flashes, yeah. I do. No, let me tell you something about what I want to put my head in the freezer, bro. That's how it is. A hot flash. Let me tell you something. That hot flash starts from the inside. Hot inside. And it radiates out. So it's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it until it go away. I'm telling you. Okay, so when you having a hot flash, right, you have to wait till that spell is over, right?
I had one sitting there, that's what I was saying.
See what I'm saying? What can you do about it until it goes away, right?
Yeah.
See, I'm for real. You think I'm serious? I'm serious. But however, while you having your hot flash, I still need you. You can do it. But it is. I don't think you've had. You probably had a you got to finish that sneak peek. You probably had a sneak peek. She ain't went through it. I promise you, she has not went through it.
As the old people say, keep living.
Keep living. For real.
She gonna be changing this story, y'all.
I'm gonna be hot, but you gotta keep going.
Keep living.
All right, let's go on to the next one. What's a body change you weren't prepared for, and how did you learn to embrace it instead of fight it? I'm gonna tell you what mine was. FUPA. Yes, ma'am. It's nothing. And people will come in all the time and say, "What can I do to get rid of this?" Nothing. I don't care how many sit-ups you do. You can eat well. I know abs are made in the kitchen, but that particular part of your body, once it is there, if you had a C-section, if you had a hysterectomy and you had to have the C-section cut, there is nothing outside of cosmetic surgery that is going to get rid of that.
But wait. Hello, now.
That's hormonal. It's
I gotta
hormonal.
disagree still.
Tamika, how old are you? No, seriously. This is hormonal. I lost my glasses. This right here, when you get to a certain age, there's nothing you can do about that unless you go to see a cosmetic surgeon.
Now, if it's loose skin though, if it's just loose, saggy skin,
It's not loose. It is not. This is not loose, saggy skin. This
no,
is.
I didn't say it was, I'm just.
No. I'm saying this, but it's not loose, saggy skin, and what is considered a fupa is not the same. Loose, saggy skin is just gonna hang there. This right here is the fupa. It is nothing you can do about that. And what I'm asking is, I kind of, it is what it is. I mean, you can wear Spanx and be uncomfortable, or you could just accept it and know that little roll won't be there. And your husband grab it and you like, it's okay. And I'm like, stop grabbing it. But what is it that personally on your body that, you had to, okay, this is it, and I've done what I can, but again, once you get to a certain age, your body is not going, okay, I'm gonna be real transparent. My bad, Mr. Marble back there. But, my boobs don't sit like they used to. And unless I wanna go get a boob job, it is what it is. So when I get home and they do what they do, I learn to live with it. They sitting on top of my little stomach when I take my bra off when I get to the house. So it's things that you have to be aware of that's going to happen. What is it on your body that you have to it is what it is?
I want to say this, Stephanie, just pick back off what you said about the food, but just in case y'all didn't know, I'll give you real terms. You have sub-fat and you have visceral fat. What Stephanie is talking about when you're going through menopause, your visceral fat tends to stay elevated. That is the fat that is around your organs. That's due to your hormonal changes. That cannot be removed. When you go get a tummy tuck, they take off your sub-fat. The visceral fat is underneath. That is the bulge. There's nothing you can do about that when you're going through menopause if your hormones are too far off. That's the medical
Got something to say.
term for
I
it.
ain't on the panel, I got something to say about this fupa, right? Listen, cause you're talking about if you're in menopause, right? So cause I'm watching Tamika's face, like she's tell y'all lying, it can go away. So that's why and that's why her face is saying like y'all lying to me, it can't go away. I think it can go away, but it goes back to your nutrition and what your hormonal is, right?
That's
That's why I'm only saying something, because you went back to it. But if you listen to what Stephanie is saying, it wouldn't be true, because technically, if you get your hormones checked and know what the issue is, it can go down. Will it be flat? No. But it can be.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
That's why I said, in order for it to go away,
Yeah,
it has to be cosmetic. That's what I said.
No, it does not have to be cosmetic. You're gonna change.
In order for it to go away completely,
It's never gonna go away completely, because technically you're supposed to have that fat there later, because it's protection. What people are mentally, we talked about this online.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Oh, okay, it was just, we didn't take it too long to get there about the other part. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's why I was
Bothering me. It was bothering me.
Me too, cause I was
I know, that's why I said, cause you was, yeah, cause I take
okay, real talk. It is a
can't
panel,
go away.
it is a panel discussion. Everybody's not going to agree 100%, so that's okay. It's okay.
But yeah, I was just breaking down the layers of fat, y'all. Yeah, but that's what the piece that bulging is coming from, the visceral fat. And you do have to go check on your hormone stuff. it can go down, but it's probably not gonna be all the way flat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, even Stephanie, her little food about that big, don't sit there. Yeah.
We know. We know.
Okay, back to the
We know.
question. Body, soul, body parts.
It says, okay, what's a body change you weren't prepared for, and how did you learn to embrace it instead of fight it?
I didn't embrace it, I went and had surgery. When, I was right at 300 pounds. And then when I lost, I think about 40, 50 pounds, I was a triple D. Y'all, what did you like that? Ain't no man in here. Y'all know the long sweet potatoes that you go and get at the grocery store. That's how my boobs look. Them things were all the way down here long and fat everywhere. And it would hurt my back. It looked a mess. I could not go to bed when I was sports bra on. I went straight to the doctor's name and cut these jokes off. So I did not embrace it. I had to get rid of it. It was like, cause you don't realize, like, you have a lot of fat in your breast, and when you lose weight, you don't know which way they gonna go. They was nice and pretty, triple D, but baby, I don't know what them things did when I lost their weight. So I actually got them cut off. One thing he did ask me, and I did not listen to him. He asked me, cause I think I got down like to 200, and I was like, okay, I'm fine, I ain't gonna lose no weight. He asked me, was I going to lose more weight? And I'm like, no, I'm not. So he gave me a nice, pretty, lifted C, lost more weight, I went down to a B. So I tell anybody, if you ever contemplating that, wait until you get to your goal size, because they will get smaller if you continue to lose weight. And I cannot blame it on him because he asked me.
Mine would be, same thing, but my reason was, my mom, because she was very blessed and passing right on down. I was 46H before I started working out, so carrying it all through middle school, high school, they were very heavy. Once I started working out, I got down to like a 42 triple D, and I recently just had a breast reduction in July, so they're a C now. I don't know what size, I ain't got size yet, but, medically, if you need to do it, I suggest you do it as soon as possible, because it is a lot of strain on your back, especially if you're working on your feet, standing on your feet all day, it causes a lot of stress. And even, Dr. Naaman, I went to him too, and he was, once I got up and went back to my first week post-op, it was only like 4 pounds he moved out of my right, and I think 3 pounds out of my left, because I've lost over 100 pounds or whatever, so my boobs were really just skin, honestly. So it wasn't much, and he really just had to take it out. But the extra skin, taking your bra off, and they're just dropping down to the floor, I mean, tapping it, and it was just too heavy, and a lot of strain. You don't know that it pulls you forward, and it was an instant back and neck relief. I haven't went back to working out yet. I do plan to start back this week, but I did do some jump rope the other day, and it felt so good to even bounce. Because when you're heavier up top, doing all that jumping up and down, give me a minute, I need a break. I need to take a second, because, and a lot of people don't understand that, but them boobs, it's a lot of stress to your back. Wearing 2 and 3 bars, trying to get a workout in, no man, cut them off.
10 out of 10, highly recommend.
Yeah.
Best surgery I ever had.
I definitely recommend, especially medically, and if you're trying to be physical long term too, anything don't cut out.
Well, I think for me, it would be my boobs. But I haven't had no surgery or anything, because they're not like to the point where I need to have a reduction or whatever. They just don't sit up on their own. You know what I'm saying? They go down. You know what I'm saying? So I have embraced it though, because I'm scared to have, like, to get my boobs done, but I don't discourage people from wanting to get, because I feel like whatever is gonna make you feel comfortable and whatever is gonna make you feel confident, because you can look good and get your body right and this and that, but you just still don't feel comfortable in whatever that body part is. So for me, it would be my boobs, but I'm just not that secure in my mind that I just want to go get a breast lift or whatever they do to them. You know what I'm saying? So I just put on me a good push-up bra and them things still hello. But, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't bother me that bad because I know it's because I've had kids and, you know, the milk done set them up and then the milk done dried, so now they done shriveled up and went down. So, like, I get it, but it don't bother me that much because I can put on a bra and stuff. And I don't walk around just loose titties like that anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not like I just want to be loose titties. I think that's so trashy to walk around.
Here with loose skin.
No, but I'm saying, but you can do that though. No, what I'm saying is like, I want to get mine done, so I can. Who the? Yeah, it's not. I'm saying like you look like you got on a bra. So if I was to sit up here, I got on a crop top. So my bra is keeping my boobs up, or otherwise they'll be down here in my bra, and my shirt up here, but my titties is down here. So I've learned to embrace just little things like that. If you don't have to have the surgery, you know, like you have kids, so unless you get the skin removal surgery, you're gonna have that little piece of skin that done stretched because the elasticity in your stomach. But you know, I can have it. I have a little bit, but you can't tell when I stand up. You feel me? So it's like, but I just keep working on it and keep working on it so I can get it down as much as I can. But however, some people can't, like you can just see the extras. Get it cut out. That don't mean that you cheated on your journey, or that doesn't, or people think I had surgery. Nah, bro, like this is skin. And you can't, some people have it on their arms too. So it just depends for me what client, I don't like to say client, but what client I have and what they're going through. Because sometimes you gotta get that skin off you because you can work out all day and you will be toned up here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And people get tired of wearing long sleeves or tight compressions and stuff like that to try to hide it. Because it is an insecure thing. So whatever make you feel insecure and you're not scared, you can afford it and it's safe.
I'm so glad you said that. Pro surgery. If you know you've done all
Go
you
ahead,
can,
too, yeah.
and you know you've done all you can, and you met your low weight and you got some loose skin, get it off. You know, cause please, it's your body.
Yeah.
You got some people like, oh, she has that. She has stomach too.
But that's different from you just want to take the lazy route. We ain't talking about that. We talking about, okay, this is what I did, cause I have to be honest with a lot, I'm not gonna say a lot, but I have come across some of my team members and I'm like, okay, look, this is what we can do, this is what we can do now, let's see what we look like right here. And so we're playing it, you know, year by year or month by month. And so I'm like, ooh, yeah, girl, we making progress. But if it gets to a point where it's like, okay, so we can't do nothing else from here. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do nothing else. You gotta go get the surgery for the movement. There's nothing wrong with that. So, cause people will bully you and make you feel like, yo, you cheated, you ain't do it the right way. Yeah, look at her arm, but she wanna have the surgery removed all orange skin. Girl, shut up.
You know how many people are in the gym now who have surgery and they look
That part.
they look amazing.
Yeah, because they went and had the surgery, but you gotta maintain it still, regardless. If I go get the surgery removed, you can go get skin removal surgery, you can go do the surgery you want to do, and you can still get fat again. So you still gotta maintain it though. So it's not that deep in me. Don't make it that deep if you don't like it. If you want bigger boobs and you feel like, you know what I'm saying, your boobs aren't big enough, go get some bigger ones. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you want to do, it's your body, do it. My job is to make sure you're in the gym and we working on, we staying healthy and we love our life and stuff like that. But I'm not the type of person, cause for me, you know, if I get tired of looking at my boobs and my kneecaps at night, I'm gonna go get me a bracelet and I'm gonna feel confident in doing it. I don't care. Get it? Alright. You go down here. I know my one too.
What's one empowering truth you wish every woman knew about aging and fitness? I want to speak to this. I'm speaking on behalf of Gen X because I don't think prior to this, I don't recall a generation of people that worked out as we do. I mean, just out there. I'm not saying that no other generation does it, but I mean, we're out there, and I know who's Gen X with me, but we don't look it. I mean, 15, 20 years I'm getting, girl, I would have never guessed that. We are very cognizant about our fitness, about our wellness. And I want you, what I want other women to know, if you're not in that Gen X pool that is good about their fitness, it is one of the best decisions I made, and that was when I was 29. So I wasn't always active. I got active when I had my son, because I wanted, and I tell this story all the time, that's how I got into fitness. I wanted to be able to go outside and play with him. I didn't want to send him outside and say, go play. I wanted to go outside with him. So that's how I started my fitness journey. That's how I got into being an instructor. That's how I started playing soccer again as an adult. That's how I started teaching fitness at the YMCA. So what I would tell other women is, it's not just about working out. It is about community. I high five Demita about working out by yourself. That is not me. Number one, I am competitive. So I'm not gonna let anybody outdo me. So if I see somebody lifting heavier than me, I'm finna add 10, 15 pound plates onto my barbell. So, and I like the community. I like being around others that are on that same journey. I like pouring into others. I like getting poured into. It is a family environment when you work out, even if you do it with a personal trainer. That is a development, that is a friendship, that is a bond that you have when you get into that fitness space. Again, it's not just about working out. It is about building a community, a family. And I can't tell you how many people that I became friends with as just working out with them, just getting to know them. I can point them out. Monica, Jessica, Terry, Miss Bridget, Sharon, where's she at? She's not back there. Natalia was back there. All of these women I met through fitness. I either taught a class with them or took a class with them. It is a bond that you cannot imagine. I know y'all see agape in here represented, right? That is not just about fitness. It is about family. It is about community. It is about supporting each other. So what I would say to women, do not be intimidated about starting your fitness journey, because there is somebody there that is going through the same thing that you are going through. And you're gonna have that bond outside of just going to the gym together. So my advice to you is do it. If it's getting a personal trainer or finding that group setting, do it. You won't regret it. Okay.
So you pretty much took my answer once again. So I was gonna say the same thing pretty much. Every single one of you all, some of you all have never ever met face to face. But y'all my sisters. We all have built a bond just off of social media. We encourage each other. We stay in each other's inbox, saying, like, asking questions, talking. We're like in this together. To piggyback off what you said, I don't remember my mom and them working out. My auntie and them, they work out. We are changing the narrative. And guess what? Our kids are watching. Other little girls are watching. And guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna wanna go to the gym. They're gonna wanna be the next Tamika, the next step. That's your baby body. See? They saw what mama was doing. We're setting the example. Just start. Just start. It is so worth it. Whatever your reason is, your why. Remember your why. This is an amazing feeling. It's an amazing journey. And I just, to any young person that I have the pleasure of working with, I tell them don't stop. I tell them all the time, I wish I had a me at 20-something years old. No. That's why I pour so much into y'all. Because I know how important it is.
Again, I'll repeat it. What's one empowering truth you wish every woman knew about aging and fitness? Now I was speaking to the Gen X because it's longevity for us. Now, I'm gonna say we ain't no spring chickens. I'm 45 and up, 45, 50, Miss Bridget, It's brilliant. So it is so aging and fitness is about longevity, it's about keeping ourselves strong, active, and healthy so we can live as long as possible. So Tamika in India, what do you wish women in your checkbox knew about aging and fitness?
Just being fearlessly authentic while doing it. Staying focused on your journey, remembering your why, all of the things we've mentioned, and just being persistent. Whether that's, you start out with 2 days a week, stick to those 2 days and add as you go. Don't try to do it all at once. Because when you consistent with a little bit, you'll gain more as you grow. One day at a time, that's it. It's a journey, it's not a race. So, even I'm 28, so even when I get 38, 48, I'm being consistent now, and it's gonna pay off when I get to 50 and 60 and 70. I'm still it's a lifestyle, it's gonna be in me, not on me, so.
That's right. And you won't shrink.
Won't shrink. Bones
I
will be
would say,
strong.
since y'all said all the big answers, so I gotta always be one with the hard questions.
Hard. With aging, I would encourage, don't let age be an excuse. Now, I'm not saying without all the things, I'm just saying, no matter how old you are, because I do train them. Coach K, she's 52. She's 52, and we got 60, 66, 67. And I train her like everybody else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you get it into your mind like, oh, I'm old, or oh, I got this, or oh, I got that. So it may seem like I'm hard. Okay, I am, but because I don't want you to lock in like, okay, I'm old, these knees don't work like that. And I get it, but put a knee brace on, let's get to it, let's do what we need to do because we got to work, because we gotta stay fit. We want to stay self-sufficient no matter how old we are. You could be 70, 80, however long God allow us to be here, and we don't want to be on no cane, no wheelchair, and things like that. So I guess I got the hardcore answer, and that is, don't let your age stop you from continuing to work out. And if you got to slow down, then do that, but don't let your age be a crutch. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna train you at 70, 71 Bridget, 72 Bridget, you still gonna spin that block.
This new generation, we working in narrative.
And what's so crazy is she spin the block faster than the that's my answer. We should stay encouraged, y'all keep each other uplifted, stay motivated, stay focused, and again, get a community, keep God first, love yourself, and let's work, don't stop.
All right.
Okay, I'd like to open the floor. We have about 15, 20 more minutes left. I'd like to open the floor. Does anyone out here have any questions for any of the panelists? Yes, ma'am. Sharon?
When you was talking about those times where you didn't feel like being bothered or being around anyone, you singled was by yourself. What did you do to work on coming from that place to go into a better place?
Pastoral Institute, shout out to them.
Yes.
God, therapy. A lot of times, we don't realize we need help. We need help. And God put people on this earth to help us. Oh, I prayed, and I was in the church praying on them knees in that Bible. But I need help. I was in Pastoral Institute twice a week, getting help, sorting through what I needed to sort through so I could be a better individual. I was not always big. I got big. I was one of those people that was eating my feelings, sad, eating, bored, eating. And then it just came out of nowhere. Them kids didn't make me big. McDonald's, Captain D's, and Papa John's made me big. I had to learn how to digest my emotions without food being my comfort. And I needed help with that. Then when I came out of that space, I ain't looked back.
Do we have any other questions? Y'all ask questions, so I come through and see what she do y'all at 5 o'clock on Monday. Agape, y'all ain't got no questions? You show?
Now y'all better ask a question now.
will be held against us.
No, it won't. Coach will do that, y'all. Yes, you will. Okay. All right, ladies. Well, I want to say thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. This has been a pleasure. I am looking forward to doing this more frequently and having different topics, discussion. One of the things I want to talk about, and Tara, I'm gonna reach out to you, is about mental health. As Black women, you know, it's nice to hear, hey, I need it, but do you actually get it? And do you understand why you need it and why it's beneficial for you? I'm a believer, I'm a Christian, and I know prayer works, but also counseling works. and it would be great to have both of those together. So that's one of the topics I want to talk about. Boy moms, you know, with all the stuff that is going on, and Danita, we talked about this before. I know that's gonna be a tissue Kleenex.
Ain't ready for it. I ain't ready
Yes,
for it.
being mothers to little Black boys. So those are different topics that I will be talking about, and we're gonna be scheduling in. The in-person for Let's Talk will be quarterly, but I'll be doing interviews through my podcast, which will be called Let's Talk. So I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much for support. But before we dismiss, I have two things that I want to do. First, I want to give these ladies their flowers, literally.
Don't you start that crying to me.
So, I know that they did not have to be here today, but I want to say that I appreciate y'all for coming. I'm about to get emotional because I've been in the fitness industry here locally for 15 years. I got my certification in 2010 to teach Zumba. And then I grew and started doing other things. And at that time, the fitness community, it was not very friendly. It was very competitive. It was very competitive. Nobody, like, that's my student and you can't go there. And it was not a collaborative environment. And when I met Tamika, that was one of the things she told to me, was that these people don't like me. And I couldn't understand that because I'm like, she's such a sweet soul. She has such a sweet spirit. And anything that I wanted to do with her, she said, what you need to fix this. It has never been a question. It has never been about self-serving or what am I going to get out of it. It's always been what you need. So I thank you for that. Danita, you have always been a quiet spirit, very kind. And between you and I, you know, we have some stuff. But I don't let that. I know God he's working on a lot of things, but it doesn't diminish what he has in store for both of us. And I know everything works out. The enemy puts things in place to see how you are going to react to it. And you can go one or two ways. And you showed me which way you were going to go when you did what you did. So I admire you for that. India, we don't have nothing going on just yet. But when I met you, I told you I wanted to work with you, and I meant that because when you got that fitness guru, it took me back to where I was as a curvy girl instructor. And I was larger than I am right now. And I would go into my classes and the people would come in and they would look at me and they would give me an eye like, what's she gonna do? And I gave it to them, I gave it the business. I gave it the business, but one of the best things that I felt from that time frame was to have somebody tell me, I appreciate having someone that looks like me teaching the class. Because number one is like, if she can do it, I can do it. So I thank you for being that person at that age, because at that time, I think I was maybe my early 30s. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep inspiring, keep motivating. And to all these ladies out here, thank you so much. If you are not on your fitness and wellness journey and you're looking for it, you have an amazing group of ladies here. You have Agape Fitness, Agape Physique Tony, you have Sis Let's Walk, you have Candid Nutrition. Any of these ladies are amazing, whoever you decide to go with. There are other places in Columbus, and I'm not going to downgrade anybody because you go where you go for where it's for you. Okay, I support everyone. It was many times people came to me and say, I need a personal trainer, you personal train? No, I don't do that. I send them right over to Natalia. I send them right to her inbox. She's a personal trainer. So if you need a personal trainer, you're like, I'm not with all them people. I need to be by myself, like the meat said.
Y'all back then, y'all, not now.
I'm not a personal trainer, but I have no problem sending people forward. My studio is not open right now because my husband and I are looking for a building. So you know where I send them? I send them right over to Tamika because she has that same spirit as I do, same foolishness, same crazy, okay? So I know several people that are going to her right now, they used to come to my studio.
I think it's the same.
Huh? I mean, it's not about, again, it's not about competition, it's about collaboration, it's about working together. When you work together, that's where the success comes from. So I want to say thank you again so much for coming out. You guys have a great weekend. Don't go out and get no foolishness. Agape. Y'all know y'all got like spy cameras all over Columbus. So. But anyway, thank you again. Thank you guys so much for joining. Make sure you follow these wonderful ladies on social media. Also follow Thick Fitness and be looking for Let's Talk fan page coming this weekend. So y'all have a good evening.
Look, y'all ready to go eat?
Don't put no filter on that. One, two, three, it's a video, y'all.
I get the